On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts
now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 165. We're live on December 11, 2016. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
And my name's Cookie Dunn. You can find me on Twitter at Cookie Dunn.
Oh my God, Cookie Dunn's on Pimp My Setup today?
It's been a while.
Oh my God, I hate the show when it's just Matt. He's so fat and annoying. I need another awesome co-host. Oh, I'm so happy you're here,
Now
Cookie.
we got two fat jolly men.
Seriously though, the amount of people that are like, I just want to see Cookie. So here's a backstory. Not friends with Cookie, but you know, it's purely business.
Yeah.
I just cannot stand him. Yeah, it's just mutual.
It's all about making it rain.
Yeah, I do not like him. He asked for way too much money to come on, but you know, I felt jolly, so I had to invite good old Santa Claus on. Yeah. Anyways, guys, if you want to submit your setup, hitmysetup.com/Q is the place to go. We're booked up to episode 252, so it's gonna be a while.
That's a wow.
Yeah, that's it's. Maybe Santa can help us figure out a solution there. But
you never know though. You might get pushed up. I saw someone tweet at us saying that his setup was going to be on today, but he actually got pushed up like 2 days. So
yeah, so we're 2 episodes above, basically ahead, I guess you could say. So we're working on it, but we really haven't. But anyways, and then if you want to watch live, we're live every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch and YouTube. If you want to chat, head on over to Twitch, not YouTube. I hate YouTube. Head on over to Twitch. That's where the chat room's open. Anyways, are you ready for some setups?
I totally am ready for some setups.
All right,
Let's do it.
And it's funny because you said, hey, I want to have really good setups on my episode. So I apologize. But anyways, so the first
wasn't going to say it.
First set of the day submitted by Ferenc, but like maybe from another place. So Frank is a software engineer. That's all we know. Taking a look at this, how old do you think he is?
Yeah, he's 19.
No, God, no. He's 24.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's 24. So taking a look at this, what were your initial thoughts?
Wallpaper. That's like...
It's hot, right? It's nice.
It's kind of in your... It reminds me of like your mum's bedroom.
Oh my... How did you know my mom had that?
Well, listen, Matt, what me and your mum don't tell you is another story. Let's just move on. No, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a wallpaper that would be on like a setup. Maybe if you put some pictures or something up, it kind of seems a bit tacky and in your face. No offense, but that, and then it just kind of seems a bit weird that you've got so much space but nothing there. It just kind of seems plain. Yeah, I don't know if that's because he doesn't have things around to show his personality, but just that's how it comes off to me. Well, the thing is, like definitely the wall's the first thing I look at. It kind of gives it a coral reef under the sea kind of look. I don't like it. It's like the seaweed and stuff, and I expect Nemo to come on out. But I mean, looking at the actual setup, like if I just exclude the background for a second, it is very clean. The cable management's pretty damn nice. Like all those different things are good. Like it's just the overall room at first glance, the wall distracts you from how nice the setup is. But I agree. Sort of like I think the placement of the PC, if it had been angled in the corner with some really nice LEDs and stuff, it would look awesome, but it's not really the most beautiful case in the world. And then it just kind of feels a little bit empty. Like, everything's there. It's great. But in terms of like I know I say this all the time, but the wow factor and sort of just like that's a nice setup. It's not there. And you need to add a bit of pop of color, a little bit of personality. And I think I'm there with Cookie. You got to do something about the walls. But aside from that, is there something that is just like annoying you besides the wall? The rug. I understand why he's done it is to protect the floors. But I know what kind of rug that is, and when you're trying to move your chair around, it gets caught and it's so irritating. Like if you want to protect the floors, get like a normal sort of like flat carpet, not like that fluffy sort of rug that you know what I'm talking about. But that's another thing that kind of pops out to me that's really irritating. I can just imagine trying to move around on that.
Yeah, and also it's not all the way up against the wall, which just kind of makes it look a little bit odd. I don't know what the rest of the room looks like, so I don't know the whole story behind it, but it does look a bit weird there. And, you know, they do have those clear protective little flat things you put out that you can roll your chair on over carpet, so you can get something like that. But no, I agree. All the things we said, I think, are pretty dead on, but I don't really have anything else to say. It is a simple setup. So do you have anything else you want to add?
The only one thing, obviously your cable management is excellent. It's a glass desk, so it's extra hard. But the one wire that you've got coming down, even though it is going along the bottom, I feel like if you moved it up to like the top of the skirt, what do you guys call that? The border, the skirting?
The mold? Molding?
The mold, yeah. You can get like little cable clips that stick on there, so you can route it along there, so it kind of blends in with your sort of white wallpaper.
That's a good idea. So, that's actually a pretty good idea right there. It makes it less like in your face. So
yeah.
Even though it's a little cable, but still, it's, you know, important. All right.
Hide every cable.
Yeah, this next setup, I think we're going to have some stuff to say about it. Submitted by Ryan, who enjoys playing video games, basketball, and running. Running. I love running. So taking a look at Ryan's setup, how old do you think he is?
Ryan is 17.
Wow. He's 13. So,
really?
Yeah, he's 13. I mean...
Dude, why is it with these kids having flaming amazing setups?
Yeah, but you know what? When I saw the wallpaper, I was like, yeah, he's 13. It's like,
yeah, and he's also got those little blocks that you can spell out your name on the far right side. I didn't notice that when I first.
Yeah, it's, you know, the first thing I thought about when I saw the walls was like I was at a theme park or something, like in the circus section.
Yeah, like one of the tents.
Yeah, it's... Yeah. Okay, and I feel bad because he did say in his email, like, please don't make fun of that. I can't do anything about it. And like the first thing I go for, I'm like, this kid, he's got shitty walls. But really, though, I mean, God, it just completely takes me away from the setup. And that's back-to-back walls that just ruin the whole flow of things. But aside from that, which is hard for me to look away from, you know, it is pretty good. I mean, the racing part of it, he said that he can actually slide that right over, apparently, and it's like ready to go. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, you could kind of see the cables and everything just shoved in there, but you know, it's ready to go. So I guess that's a good thing. What kind of, like, you know, made you say, huh?
Well, I don't. The thing that you're talking about where you can slide is the racing wheel over. Is that where the two holes are for? Does it like slide in there? Or is
the way he wrote it was that he can slide it across to. So
is that, it's already attached and it just moves freely along?
I guess. I mean, it wasn't a lot. From the way it looks, yeah, I would assume so. Otherwise, I would imagine he'd have to like detach it and reattach. But it looks like it is like floating. I just don't know how it works.
No, it looks like underneath there's like the little wood block things that he...
Is that what those holes are for? Or?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing, because like underneath it's a different color wood underneath it. I think you throw it inside.
Okay, so even if he detaches it, it's still pretty convenient, you know?
If that's the case, I feel like he could do something better with the wires. It looks like he's got like a lot of space under there, legroom wise, so he could take the pedals out and put it under to like the far right, the far left, wherever he prefers, and possibly route the cables going up the side of the desk and then along the top of it and coming through one of the holes if possible. I'm not an expert with these racing wheel stuff, so I don't know how the system actually works, but that's just an idea to try to hide the cables a bit more, because it looks horrible. They're just that loads of wires.
The problem is with those things, there's so many wires that have to come out of the wheel and then go to the shifter and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I could see how, especially being 13, I'd be like, screw that, I ain't worried. But, like, yeah, I know some racing wheels on the underside of the wheel have really nice cable management slots so that all the cables fit nicely and then they come out sort of as one big strand. So if you, like Cookie said, had something set up where maybe the cables are ready to be routed through like a center hole, rather than just those two holes for mounting the actual desk portion, that'd be a great idea, and it would make it look a little bit cleaner. It would be too hard to actually have the cables there all the time and plug in, so I get that part of it, but Yeah, definitely cool though, the racing part of it. I think the rest of the room, a little bit of like miscellaneous furniture, nothing bad. I mean, it's not the most beautiful desk in the world, but considering you can detach that piece, put it back on, I'm okay with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think like it's the walls, man. You gotta clean that up and then get some personality spread through, you know?
Yeah, possibly add like a shelf above and put some racing cars or something above. If you can't change the walls, maybe isn't allowed to add things up there, but maybe add like a racing car somewhere to one of the sides. You've got enough room on that countertop. Also, get a headphone stand instead of just leaving them there.
It's a good idea. It's, you know, it's for 13, man, it's a great setup. It's a great setup.
I always try to take out what age they are and just treat it as a setup how I would do it. So
yeah, I mean,
no discrimination.
If you were like 26, we got some talking to do, but you're 13, you know, you'll get there. So all right, let's go to the next setup submitted by Nasi, I guess. He's a gamer and YouTuber. If you want to check him out, it's RUSE Beast, and he said for this Christmas coming up in less than 2 weeks, he's gonna have $700 to spend. So he said, listen, I know my setup is shit. Okay, he didn't say that, but we're just gonna assume he knows that, and he wants to know. Well, okay, he said
no
he's got
wonder
money.
Everyone in your comment section says that you're a bad guy.
Yeah, but I'm used, that's just me, you know? But he said, man, like, hey, I got $700. I need to know, what am I going to use that on to make this setup banging? What's going to get the chicks to come in and be like, damn. So, I mean, yeah, taking a look at this before we even go over the budget, how old is he?
He is 16.
No, he's 14. God, do you even know anything about these people? So uneducated. Well, yeah, because I guess his mom and dad were like, ho, and he's like, yeah, boy.
Yeah, buddy.
You know, when I first looked at this setup, I had sort of a moment of cringe. Like just straight up cringe. And I know that word has been beaten to death lately, but the speaker placement, the just overall peripheral placement, and just where he puts himself, I just don't get it. It just doesn't. Who says, like, Tom, you're trying to make them sick? Stop. Anyways, look at the speakers though. Look at, why are they there? Oh my God, does he only have one ear? Oh, I feel so bad. Does he have a right ear and no left ear? That makes sense.
Let's just get the sound coming into my right ear.
Yeah, like why even have a left speaker if you don't have a left ear? I mean, I don't know. But take a look at this.
Come on.
Oh, well, yeah. So what do you think about this? How do you feel?
When you said cringe, that's exactly how I felt when I first looked at this. Like, I didn't even look at the desk. It was the PS4 on the floor on carpet. Like, why do such a thing? It's
not only that,
make a console like a PC. It takes in dust as well.
Yeah,
it's going to get clogged.
But why are there so many cables? It looks like there's like 30 cables coming out of it.
Yeah, I don't understand where the cables are going. Also, is that a big white cable that's going up his wall also? Where the hell is that going?
That's probably he's getting Ethernet from Jesus, and Jesus is like, yeah, just drop the cord. Just dropping the cord down.
Why would he not take that and put it where always like the controllers are, and then just set the controllers on top? Like, I don't understand. There's plenty
because he doesn't like things that make sense.
Does he like to stub his toe on his console?
Or he turns it on with his toe. I mean, I don't know the situation, but
I can understand hating PS4, so you want to give it a little kick. It's a bit drastic if you ask me. But
what you just said really completely made sense. Like, you have room to put 4 freaking controllers, or actually 2 and headphones, I can't say. But why not put the console there? Is it me, or isn't the console more important than the controller?
I would say so.
You know, you break the controller, it's like, oh shit, you know, it's just like $50-$60. You break the damn console and it's like, no thanks, I'm not buying another one. So
even if you didn't have room, you could always mount it to the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, with I was gonna. So yeah, I mean it's not bad, but Cookie, $700. This is your setup. You know, Santa just made it rain. What are you doing now?
See, it's kind of hard to tell. It depends on what this person feels like they need. Personally, I don't like the IKEA. Is it the Galant? Is that what it's called? Galant?
That or the Bacant, one of those.
The
I
desk,
think the Galant is gone, but
I feel like you could get a better desk to fit the area. It gives you more space for your console. Possibly get a better speaker setup.
Yeah, I mean, the speakers are good, but God, like, put them in a better spot.
Yeah, possibly a better chair, since you seem to have lost your arms on the chair. And then you've got like a weird side one there for your friend who never comes over.
Oh,
bang, bang, shots fired.
Well, for $700, you can buy a friend.
Depends how expensive that friend is.
That's true.
Also, is that a printer on the floor that's covered in dust on the far right side?
It looks like it.
You should maybe get like a side table for that.
I think he likes things on the floor.
Yeah, it looks that way. Also, is that a random big light behind his screen that's just shining bright?
Yeah, no
like
shade.
Forehead?
Shining bright like a diamond. Shining
Yes,
bright like a diamond.
I was going for.
Yeah, but you said like a forehead, so.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't know what your PC specs are, so you could always update that. Other than the desk, I would maybe go for a better monitor selection, or maybe go for two of the same. It's not critical, but again, if you've got 700, it's something you could spend on. And then obviously, as we always say, and I feel like every episode I'm on, a bit of personality. There's nothing here. Maybe something on the wall, a little figurine bland. Somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with everything Cookie said. Very straight up. I mean, it's not like you don't have bad things. That's not the issue. The $700 isn't like even really like, even if you didn't say that, doesn't matter. You could still have a great setup. It's all about rearranging, placing things in the right spot, and then taking that money and just kind of like a salt shaker, a little bit over, fixing things here and there. But yeah. So a lot of people in the chat had some pretty good ideas. So if you're watching this on YouTube when it's uploaded, leave your ideas down below in the comments for what you would spend $700 on for this setup. But anyways, let's go to the next setup submitted by Nathan. Nathan here, I mean, he's got 2 photos to kind of show what he's got he's working with. So Nathan said that he uses his setup for gaming and media consuming. His theme is rugged and industrial. The desk is actually, I'll talk about the desk in a second. Before we do that, how old do you think he is?
See, it's hard to tell because it looks like he sort of does like DIY woodshop type thing, but then he's got like Attack on Titan.
You know, I could tell you. So I'll give you a hint. Squaw. No?
Well, he's either 17 or he's 38.
Yeah. Which one do you think it is?
I'm going to go for the 17s, considering your audience.
Yeah, he's 17. That was good. I was kind of like, if he doesn't even get what I'm doing here, I'm going to look so dumb.
I was thinking for 2 seconds, like, why has he just done that? And I was like, oh.
Okay, so that was good. I feel better now. All right, so since you got that, let me talk about his desk real quick. You take a little zoom on there and you look at it. It looks like it's been kind of like someone just kind of beat it up a bit. Yeah, and violated. Yeah, the story behind it is that desk is from a school that was used in the 1940s, and it's an inch thick solid pine on top. So he said it's so thick that he can't even like drill through it without starting a fire. So I mean, you should probably get your drill checked out, but because an inch thick isn't really that thick. But
yeah, just women tell me that all the time.
Okay, anyways. So the thing is, like, it's cool that it's an old desk, but he said that he likes all the sort of marks on it because that was from students, like, and it's got a history to it, and it's like a kind of a cool I think that's just an excuse for like, I can't get a better desk kind of thing. But yeah, like he said it fits his industrial rugged theme, which I wanted to ask you before we even kind of critique everything. Did you get an industrial rugged feel from this room?
Not really. The only thing that do it are the 2 pictures and then the possible sort of like the overhead lighting.
Yeah, that's it.
Other than that, there's not really. You've got like, I'm guessing that's like sport things on the far right side. I don't know what American sports are like. Is that like
which
FM, MS and FM and
it's a high school, I think.
Yeah, probably high school. I don't know.
All right, and then you've got like books and things that I don't think are to do with industrial.
It looks modern.
Like on Titan and stuff, yeah. And then you've got like your Yeti and your MSI Fleming motherboard and stuff. It's not really industrial.
Yeah, and especially in the next photo, I think the next photo looks like a modern teenager room. He's got game posters. He's even has another setup over there. I mean, he's got it just, I don't get, he was so dead set in his email about telling me, like, make sure the audience knows that my theme is rugged and industrial. Like, that's what I'm going for. People are all about clean, white, bright setups. And I'm like, but your setup is clean, white, bright. Like, I don't mean to be offensive. I don't think it's offensive, but I don't know. Does anyone agree in the chat? This, you know, if you want to go for a theme, you really got to go for it, and that would mean like total destruct. I'd like, you know, throw a few matches down on your floor, kind of get that burned look. You know, even if you ruin a few things here and there, like you want to go for the theme, you got to go for it. But yes, anyways, the setup itself is not bad. I think the speakers need some help. They're a little bit hidden.
I don't understand what is going on with the speakers. You've got two monitors on the up above, but then you've got like the little speakers. Is that like a whole system? I've never seen a system like that before.
The thing that I wonder about is like, if he's going, are those rear speakers that are underneath the monitor? You know, if so, why are they there? Yeah, I don't know if it's like a 5.1 or like they're literally two different systems. One's for like just listening to music in his room, whereas the other one is, you know, completely focused on the output of the computer, and like that's what he uses when he's sitting right there. You know what I mean? So I can't really, I don't know. I think it's a confusing room. I really do. And I think honestly, part of me believes there's a little bit too much going on. And it's a nice room. It's really nice, but both photos, I kind of feel like, whoa, okay, there's a lot going on. So do you feel the same way, or is that just me?
Yeah, I feel like he's sort of trying to do too much, but he's not utilising the space. Like, for instance, because he wants to keep this old desk, he's not utilising the full space. And it's sort of making the desk look a little bit cramped with two monitors, then the big PC there.
Yep.
You could, it looks a little cluttered. And especially with, even though all the books are put away nicely and what have you, it looks very cluttered.
Yeah, I just, you know, and I don't mean to be that guy, but I just think it's not... It's cool. It definitely has a cool factor to it. It's a room you walk into, and there's a lot to take in. There's a lot to, you know, look at on the shelves, and it's cool. But it definitely not industrial. Definitely not rugged. I don't.
He's in the chat.
He's in the chat.
Yeah, and this was from a year ago. It's gotten a lot better.
Well, he always. You're able to update your setup. Yeah, every person's updated their setup, so. We'll give him a 0. Let's just, since that's the case, let's just move on. I mean, a lot of these are updated, so
I want to give you one sort of little tip. I don't know what is on the floor underneath the desk there. Maybe it's like a subwoofer or something. But I would put your PC down there, like on like a blocky wood or something, to raise it. If you want to be industrial, you could use like a blocky wood, and then move that to like the shut your face, far left side, and then. It gives you more, put your monitor sort of like more in the middle, and it gives the more illusion of you'll get more space.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what I would love? I would love to actually see a legitimate, straight up industrial setup. Yeah. So one day, maybe.
Also, maybe put like some varnish or something on the desk if you don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Make it look a bit, make it pop.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next setup submitted by Joshua, who said, and I quote, "I am not allowed to use screws or nails, so don't even tell me to use them." So, okay.
Yeah, he's 12.
Yeah, and his YouTube channel is called Airs Gaming, if you want to check him out. So take a look at this photo. How old do you think our boy Joshua is?
Even though I said 12, I think he's 14.
Oh, my God.
He's 35.
He's really old.
He's not allowed to use screws.
He's 67 because he's too old. His family doesn't trust him. No, he's 14. You were right. Good job.
I got one right, people.
Yeah, boy.
Do something in the chat. Go crazy.
Type
subscribe to Matt.
What the Oh, I thought you said unsubscribe.
No.
I was like, how's that a fun thing to do? Anyways, type.
YouTube's already doing that for you.
You can type 10 10 10 in the chat if you think Cookie's a loser. Anyways, okay. So, looking at this, I mean, I got thoughts. I think that the monitors are way too pushed up. I mean, they look like they could go so far back.
exactly what I was thinking when I first saw it. I was like, I don't know if like it's a depth of field that looks weird, but they look like they're in his face.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he likes to lick his monitors and stuff. Like, push them back. Really, I mean, push them real far back, and you know, yeah. What do you think? What do you think about this setup?
Yeah, push them back. If you do that, you can display things better. Like is it the Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, good job, Cookie.
You could display that better. Those cables give me some sort of feeling. Down the bottom right hand side, like that's such an easy solution. Why not just get them together? If you can't do just cut them. If you can't do anything, just like get them all together, zip tie it or Velcro strap, whatever you've got, and make it look more like one strand instead of like spaghetti falling out your pockets.
Ma spaghetti.
Arms weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny you're saying that, but look at on the right side coming up the wall. He obviously knows how to manage cables. I mean, it's not beautiful. He knows how to do it bad, but yeah. I mean, he
also the ones dripping down from his monitors as well. I don't understand people submitting to.
I know.
You know that's,
I love when people say drooping, and it's just like, oh, like it's like a weird word. Yeah, I think someone else said the mic placement's awful. I mean, I would assume
looks like it's movable. Yeah.
Yeah, when he's using it, I would hope he moves it. Otherwise, why even buy a microphone? It's like if I was doing the show like this, I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm so happy that I'm doing the show today. I hope I sound okay. Yeah, no, you don't want to do it like that, obviously. So I think that part of it's fine. So knowing that he can't use screws or nails, I think he did an okay job with the posters, right?
Yeah, so are those up with like tacks or something?
Yeah, I mean, I hope he wouldn't screw them in. He's just like puts the paper up and is like, yeah, those are in there.
I was going to say they could get it framed. Like it's the Middle Earth poster. It's the map of Middle Earth. You could get it framed, but obviously you can't screw things in. So
yeah, it kind of looks cool the way it is. Honestly, I think that's one of the posters that it's fine. It doesn't look crinkled or anything either, so that's fine. It just kind of has like an old look to it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
maybe update the desk a little, make it more modern.
Yeah. If anything, this looks like it was also stolen from a school.
Yeah, the little sort of drawer on the far right hand side, the little
bit
where he's got his PC. Yeah.
Yeah. This one looks a little more rugged than the other. I'll say that.
It's more industrial.
Yeah. So I don't really have much else to say unless you do.
No, that's about it. Just push the monitor. Maybe he's got a bad eyesight and he has to have it like real close.
Maybe that. Yeah, I mean, if so, then you should probably get that checked out. Get glasses because that's not good. I mean, putting it closer is only going to make it worse.
And get those like inch thick glasses that apparently
like magnifying glass kinds.
Yeah, puts things on fire.
That's a good idea. All right, let's go to the next setup submitted by Ryan. He said that he's been watching the show since episode 38, and I kid you not, he said all the good times with Cookie. Like, he made it seem like he was a fan of Cookie, and that was not planned.
Yes.
But Cookie's here. So
I love you here.
Yeah. That's okay.
Screw Matt. You want to make a show together?
Oh my god, what the? Well, I mean, look at his setup. Do you want to make a show with this guy?
Listen, Matt.
Does that mean
this guy's a fan?
I'm just kidding, bro. Just stop it. Anyways,
but you're true.
What do you think about this? Because the one thing I'll say before you put your input in is he has got all this desk room, and he's just like, want to be in this little corner? Put me in it. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Anyways, what do you think?
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm not sure why he's done that. And then as soon as I seen that, I was like, why the hell is the Logitech camera so low down on his speaker? I don't understand. Does he want to show his chin?
Oh, he likes the double chin at angle.
Does he want to prove that he's not LYFE? See, he's got a chin.
Beef.
Yeah. Other than that, I can see that you're trying to do some cable management down below, but why are you still letting those cables pop out? If you've got a little slat there that you can put behind, just a little shove.
Don't let it pop out.
Yeah, don't know, like pop.
That's all you got to say
on this show because people always.
Well, yeah, you're like a little boxy. Just a little boxy. You got to move to boxy. Anyways, I don't know.
And then obviously get stuff on the wall. what is it with people not putting things on walls?
It's almost like whenever you're on the show, they just want to troll.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. I feel like you do it to me deliberately. Like every time I've been on, I don't think there's been
a good setup.
I think there's been one that I remember that was all white and it looked good. But other than that, it's always been straight up.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head though with everything. The little wires sticking out. I mean, come on, you go through all that trouble, and you just let them poke out. It's like, come on, dude. Just take a little bit of Scotch tape and half-ass it at least. I think, like I said, you need to utilize the full desk space. Everything looks so cramped into the corner. I think it's like a cute little thing you got on the left side, like, these are my things I like, which is cool. But like, I mean, damn, even the speakers, like, they're in a good spot, but space them out a bit. They don't need to be like humping up against your laptop. So give yourself some breathing room, make it a little bit, more comfortable, a little bit more usable. I don't like the LED that's just chilling off on the right side. Like, at least put it behind the desk. The walls, like Cookie said, yeah, you have one thing there, but that's not gonna. That's like
is that like a tack board? Like
yeah, it's like a cork board kind of thing that looks random. It's got like razor stickers. So a lot of possibility here, just not utilized to its full potential.
How old is he?
Oh, how old do you think he is?
I think he is 14.
No, he's 12. Nice try.
Really?
So knowing that he's 12 makes it even more sad. But because I don't want to hurt his, I really don't want to hurt his feelings. I never try to hurt people's feelings unless I'm very straightforward. Like, yeah, I want to hurt your feelings.
He's lying. He tells me on stream that he loves it and he gets a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, like Ryan's a good guy. Ryan's a great guy.
Yeah, good guy Ryan.
Yeah, good guy Ryan. So, anyways, you have anything else for good guy Ryan? Or are you good?
No, I'm good, like Ryan.
Yeah, you like good guy Ryan. Okay, next setup is submitted by Max, who said he uses his gaming. God damn, I can't read. Used for gaming and schoolwork. And how old do you think he is?
I think he's 16, 14, 15.
14, 15. What is the number you're going with? 15. Well, you're stupid because he's 14. So
I hate life right now.
Yeah, you should.
I hate coming on this show because I always get the ages wrong.
You get the names wrong, even though it says the name. You're like, I can't figure it out. Anyways, so taking a look at this, what were your initial thoughts?
Actually, I fairly liked it. Apart from the monitor being, I don't know. It reminds me of like real old school monitor. The far left one. Is it a HP or is that a Dell? I think it's a HP. Yeah, HP. Yeah. It just reminds me of like real old, like a Mac. I don't know what I think it's just the way it is, but I don't like that. Other than that, I feel even though you've got the Fallout bomb there, there's no personality. There's nothing there. Just it's too plain. Yeah, I mean, and he's got the weird angled. He's probably like in the upper stair attic section of his house, which is fine. But like, you could still do stuff to it and get that pop of color. I do think he did a great job with almost everything. It looks like a great setup, and I do think the next step is upgrading the monitors. And yes, the bezels are fatter than your mom. We know. And yes, that left monitor actually brings back memories. One of my first like actual purchases was that monitor, but the bigger one because I was a bowler. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was a big ass. It was like a 25 inch HP, and I remember it was like the first big purchase I made by myself. And that screen is, I will give it to it. Like, it is a great screen, and it probably still performs perfectly. Mine broke because I sat on it, but that's a whole other story. No shit.
Did you actually?
No, I didn't sit on it. But yeah, like it is a great monitor. So I could see he's like, hey, it works. I don't need to upgrade, but I would upgrade, and it's fine. You could get some more use out of that. Save up, get yourself a nice ultra wide, even like the lower end ones. They have, I think, a pretty affordable one now that's a little bit smaller, but it's like 1440p, and as long as it's 1440p. You gotta go for it, So that's what I would do. I don't think it's end of the world, but I do think save up, get yourself a nice monitor. Don't just splurge on like a $130 one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't go half-assed.
Yeah. Don't half-ass it. You gotta whole-ass it in your boxies.
And sit on your monitor.
Yeah, dude, do it. Oh my god, how funny would that be if like when he's done using it, he sends us a video. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's for you, Matt." Oh. Anyways.
the one last thing I would say is the same as the first setup. Ferenc. First setup.
Ferenc.
The cable along the bottom, put it along the mold if possible. That's it.
That's a good idea. All right. Let's go to the final set of the day, submitted by Felix, a.k.a. PewDiePie. No, I'm just kidding. So Felix here said that he has a computer that is easy to transport since his parents are sadly divorced, which means, he needs to be able to take it up, go, and then come back, and then go, and then come back, and go. And he said, and I hate when people say this, he's like, posters are expensive in Sweden, but the kid's got a damn poster to the left side.
His Toys R Us, he's repping.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty swag. But I mean, honestly, I hate things are expensive in general, man. Just get a big piece of paper and draw something on it and put it up on the wall. But anyways, taking a look at this. First off, I think the photo kind of shows that he doesn't know what he's doing. But how old do you think he is?
I think he's 13.
Oh my God. No.
Is he 14?
No, he's 13.
Too right.
Yeah, good job.
Smart record.
2 out of 8. Not really that good. You failed. So, but anyways, what do you think about this?
I think it's got potential.
Yeah.
But it's lacking in so many things.
Mm-hmm.
If you're taking a picture, why not move your glass and stuff? And you should get one of those little, is it they called drop cables or drop, whatever the hell they're called, the little drop things that you put on the edge of your desk and you put your cable in so it doesn't fall down, so you're not having all those cables sort of sprawled out everywhere, or dripping, as Matt likes it. Also feel that you're not utilising the space as well. You've got loads of space here, especially for triple monitors or quad monitors, really. You could possibly get a new desk, and it would help with cable management and then all the other things that you would possibly do with better screens, because those look straight ass.
Ooh, straight ass. I like it.
Straight ass. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can spot. Is there any speakers? I can't see if there's speakers somewhere.
Well, he's got headphones, and that's more than enough.
What is that mic stand? I've just zoomed in. What the... Zoom in on the mic stand.
Let's see. Oh, it's like a car thing. Like a Lego car?
Oh, yeah. That's innovative.
I mean, and it's also for the headphones, so he's thinking outside the Lego, you know what I'm saying? Or thinking outside the block. Okay. Anyways, you were saying the thing like, what's the story with why put the glass there, right? And I have the same feeling, but you're asking the kid that took a photo that doesn't even fit the whole set, like half of the bed, half of a poster, but not even focused on the setup. Like, that's not the center of attention. So obviously doesn't know what he's doing in that regard. Plus it's dark, but it's almost as if he's like an interrogation scene, because it's like the light's just on the setup and everything else is dark, and he's like, what the hell you do? Like, he's like interrogating kind of situation going on here. So I think it's a little harsh, the light. I would definitely kind of figure out a new lighting situation. But the whole overall, the monitors, they are straight ass. I agree with Cookie, but sometimes all you can get is straight ass. Yeah. And if you got straight ass, you go for that straight ass. Anyways. Although
I feel like if you've got so many monitors, you could at least sell them and get one decent one.
Yeah, you could do that, but no one's going to buy them. I mean, the top one looks better than all of them, right?
Yeah, I would say so. The ones with the grey bezels, they sort of remind me of like the ones you used to get in school that were like real cheap and shit.
Yeah. And I mean, the Dell one looks like it actually has pretty good color.
Yeah.
In comparison.
Also, I don't understand the placement of the peripherals, like the keyboard and mouse. It just seems like you're putting your keyboard far left and your mouse in the center. Maybe it's a CSGO thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
I feel like you center your keyboard more and then move your mouse to the right side of it. Maybe it's just me. And
it's just you. No. Someone actually said a great thing in the chat. They said the whole setup is depressing. I mean, it's not a great thing, but it's a true thing. So
yeah, it's just again, I said there's potential. It's just there's nothing there it needs some color. It needs something to pop.
No personality yet again.
Matt, you do this deliberately to me.
I know. I'm sorry. So hey, I mean that is what it is, and that's all that it is. So
it is what it isn't.
I don't have anything else to say about this unless you do.
Possibly lift whatever the hell is on the floor under your bed other than that, there you go.
All right. Well, it's time for the part of the show where we give the scores. So the first setup was submitted by Ferenc, and he got a 77. Ryan with the 75. Nasi with the 52. Nathan with an 80. Joshua with the 63. Ryan with the 70. Max with the 79. And Felix with the 70. But we're going to go back. What was that setup where the kid said he was going for industrial? Go back. That guy. What was his name?
Yeah, Nathan.
Nathan, 0. He was supposed to get first place, but 0. We're going to give first place to Max. Not really deserving, but Max, good job. Actually, no, he did a good job. He did a good job. Yeah, Max, you got first place. Good job. So there we go. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup, episode 165, recorded live on December 11, 2016. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
My name's Cookie Dunn. You can find me on YouTube at Cookie Dunn.
God, what's with you guys flipping the damn script? You and Steve did that. You switched to YouTube. No one likes your YouTube. They want your Twitter. They want to know all about the things you buy, Cookie, and all the... Oh, my God, it's morning. I got to go to work, and it's cold, and my nipples are hard. Oh.
Dude, it's been so cold the past couple
I love... every time I wake up, I love reading your tweets. You're like, my nipples.
Guys, it's because like I started a new job, so I don't drive to work anymore because the work is in like the centre of town. So I get the bus, and it's the only thing I can do is just sit on my phone and tweet. So
yeah, then
if people want to see me fucking tweet at 6 o'clock in the morning saying how much I hate life, follow my Twitter.
Yeah. Or just go to his YouTube. You should probably just go to his YouTube.
Or my Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram, I post loads of stupid pictures of figurines.
Of Subway. And yeah. Anyways.
I've not had a Subway in so long.
You should go today.
Yeah, it's a bit late.
Okay. All right. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. We will catch you on the flippity flop. Bye.
Goodbye.